All right.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm finishing up another Kickstarter thing, so
This is literally happening.
give me a second. We're down a man, and by a man, I mean a woman.
Yes, this.
And then Christy's here. Christy's just back for a little bit.
Here.
But
Okay.
the campaign just launched, so we're all just really just...
We're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
By the
Sipping into the
positive,
moment.
I mean, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, this is so unfair.
I know, we gotta wait for Christy.
We had to be
do have to wait for-
accurate.
Yeah,
We
that's
tried
fair,
to be
that's fair.
like 7 on the nose. This is
I can't see without my glasses, my readers.
Yeah, but people are
I'm just
tickling
on.
anyway.
I'm just out in
Yeah.
my reader. This is my readers coming out party.
Hello.
Wait, do we?
Hello.
Hey!
Should we put the? Should I put my phone on too? Should we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, this is broadcasted to both KAYfABE channel and Ring the Bell channel. So that's happening right now. But Ring the Bell people, you should like slowly move to KAYfABE because we're gonna have this whole night having a great live stream, live chat time,
Live everything.
live everything. It's gonna be
Yeah.
all great. Well, so the first 15 minutes, we're just gonna wait for people to just trickle
yeah.
in. They're
You
like,
teach us. Because
Show
Yeah,
us the
you
way.
know
So,
how this goes.
do you wanna push my? Oh, it's this way or something, right? This way. No. I got
Oh,
it.
the live.
so I've been kind of a tech,
Oh yeah.
like a
Oh,
technical
here, right?
person here.
No.
We know nothing.
Yeah.
We know things. We're just
Well, get me
learning
live.
about it.
Yeah,
Get me
I'll help you
live.
get
I know
live.
the basics. I will say that.
All right.
I
The live
do know
is
the basics.
here. All right, so
Okay.
the questions are like there's so many
Do
questions.
we want
right
to post
now.
up in some apples? Wait, so we're in?
You have to press the button.
I thought you did it for me.
Don't mind me
is
drinking this
hilarious.
massive drink. I'm just.
We're not taking shots here, by the way.
Hi.
We're not.
All right, let's set up here
Yeah.
in this bowl of apples.
You can just lean. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, so again, for first 10 minutes, we're just going to wait everyone to like come in, just like
Yeah.
settle down, get your, hot cocoa.
Mix your drink.
Yeah, or
Digest
Some
what
dinner.
you just saw because it just happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We're not going to even get into the meat yet, though. Yeah,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Or the vegetables, for that matter.
This is like appetizer. you know.
Yes.
So, what is it? Amuse-bouche?
What is that?
I should know what that means. And
It's like when they're like, it's like a pre-appetizer, and it's usually on just like
Tiny
a
little
on a tablespoon.
Okay.
And it's usually the most delicious thing of the meal, and you wish there were
Yeah.
like 10 tablespoons of it.
You're right.
But it's just like,
This
just
tiny little thing.
delectableness.
Wow,
and
Amy, you're so classy.
who knew?
You're so classy. Well, so right now, if you haven't yet, go to Kickstarter. The link. Let me just.
Yes.
The link is out.
Wait, we're gonna do things in reverse. Desserts first. I'm a big proponent of dessert first, so go to Kickstarter
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Yes.
Kickstarter.
Go
Right?
check it
so
out
get your
first.
dessert first.
Go look at it.
We'll be amuse-bouching right here.
Yeah.
As you're getting it together, and then we'll like get
start
into
chatting
like
about
some.
Exactly.
We're gonna do shared plates tonight.
Yes.
So just a lot of.
I love
little
how you're
shared
the one
plates.
doing
I
all the
know.
food references.
Gail's the one married to
It's
chef.
just the home we were in. It just kind of pulls.
I
the
did just
food
cook some meals
references.
though.
So we are here at Gail's place right now. It is so fancy. I walked in
it's
here.
so
I was
fancy.
like, it's a palace.
Well, it's not a palace. It's very. Nice
It's
and
very
cozy.
Gale.
It's very me. Very
very-
clean and cozy, and
And she likes to dress up.
I do love to dress up. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You love to dress up too.
You know,
yeah.
I have to. I'm
It's the
here with
Korean
the legend.
connection. The Korean
Wait, so
connection over here.
so I think the biggest question that a lot of people had going in is that
Yeah.
how did this trio came about? Because for some people it was a little.
We're gonna
strange.
get into it now, or is that still?
Are we gonna wait for a
We
little
should.
more?
We should wait.
Okay, let's wait a little bit.
Let's talk about a little bit
We can
leading
talk more
up
generic
to
stuff about wrestling.
this. Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
General stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there questions that? I mean,
Yeah. Let's.
I
see.
have questions.
besides the Kickstarter, until we get everyone on board.
I feel a little bit removed because I've been so attached to my phone in these past couple
Yes.
days trying to line
Yeah.
everything up that now my phone is over there in a bowl of apples and I
It looks very lovely
to
there.
it. I can't get to it to see what you guys are saying or commenting.
You can, though.
But
Yeah.
the good thing is I see so many hearts and
There's
so
so
many
many
hearts.
hearts, yeah.
We love hearts.
I'm into all the hearts. More hearts.
I'm gonna excuse me if I go on a hacking cough. I don't have a flu-like symptom. I have a little bit of a cold.
Just a cold, not
Just a cold, not coronavirus.
not a virus situation.
So a little scratchy throat here.
Okay. So, anyways,
Can I just say we're at $1,810?
you can say we're at $1,810.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
This is so awesome.
This is so awesome.
It's
Yeah.
moving.
So we're gonna put the bit.ly link everywhere so people can see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
let's
know?
go throw that bit.ly link up. This is just a taste over here, but all of our stuff all night will be on our YouTube channel, our KAYfABE YouTube channel, which, how do people get there? Oh, I know how. You swipe up. That was actually like a legit question that I then could answer myself. If you go to my stories and swipe up, boom, it's going to take you right there. Almost like I did it on purpose.
And follow at This Is KAYfABE on all the social media platforms.
And then there's links to all our YouTube because we're gonna cut you off. We're gonna feed you. You have dessert because you got the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
This is your amuse-bouche, and then for you to get the entree, the shared plates, all that stuff,
Absolutely.
got to go over to our YouTube channel and check things out.
Yeah. So go to Kickstarter right now because there's a whole trailer video that I just got to watch today.
Yeah, you just watched
I was
it.
so excited when DS showed
I know.
up.
I was like in the other room. I could hear.
I was like, DS, do you want to see it? Well, we've been working because we've been sending it out to nobody.
It was so
No one.
secretive.
No, I
very
know.
secretive.
Can you believe we kept a secret in wrestling?
I
years.
don't understand how we've managed to keep it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually, over 2 years.
Yeah,
now.
that's insane.
2
See,
years.
there are no
Over 2
secrets
years.
in like everyone tells everybody everything.
Yeah.
But somehow we managed.
Yeah,
They
And-
were very tight-lipped, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and the whole time that DS was watching it for the first time, this is me and Christy just watching him watch the
We're like
video.
this.
Like, what does he think?
Actually, I was kind of more side-eyeing it. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't want him to know I'm watching
Yeah.
him, but I am watching
But don't you also just love watching it every time? So
Yes.
like I'll find myself showing it to somebody and I want to watch their
Yeah.
reaction, but really I'm just like
watching it.
Yeah.
too.
watching it.
So,
Yeah.
so happy.
So if you haven't yet, you have to go watch it right now because I literally got what's the chicken skin? What's that called?
Goosebumps?
I'm a little ESL, but I got the goosebump all
Yeah.
over because it was so
Yeah.
good. And you'll also see a familiar face in there. So we'll talk about that a little bit
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna sign off here. Go swipe up on my stories. Find us over here on the YouTube channel, and we'll get going over there.
Oh my
and
gosh, there's so many things happening.
There's a
I
lot
know.
of things
There's
happening.
a lot of things
We're
happening.
trying to streamline it, truncate here. So go subscribe to our YouTube. That's where we're gonna have all the good stuff over there.
So happy.
Yeah.
Let's see. So before we actually start, so send in some questions, everyone. Send in
Yeah.
some question.
Yes.
So
Oh
we
right,
can
we're on the
answer.
This Is KAYfABE hashtag. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a professional operation here, folks. Use your This Is KAYfABE hashtag. Go meet us on our YouTube. We'll see you over there. I'll keep this up so you can catch up and find us over there. And actually, I'll also go read all these comments as I'm pulling you
yeah,
out
I
of the
haven't
fruit
even, like-
bowl.
Let's do
Pulling
it.
you out of the fruit
put my
bowl
phone down
and
for
seeing
this 'cause
what's
I was like,
being
it's-
said.
Yeah.
I love you too. Also, hello. And you are literally amazed. I'm literally amazed as well. I also have heart eyes for you and roses. And
Amy, you are really good at this.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Someone said, DS has known all along.
But the thing
ring
is,
the bell. Boom. You're right about that. Thumbs up. Heart eyes back to you. Psh, high
How long have you known
five.
for?
All the
So-
things. I'm also crying.
I got
Okay.
I got an email from Gail the first week of January.
Yeah.
All right,
So
we'll
that
hear the
was-
origin story of DS over there. Okay.
My
All
origin.
right,
This is
bye.
my bye. So I knew it from the first week of January, but the thing is, I knew it, but I also didn't know it
Yeah.
because I just watched the trailer video today.
Yes.
And it was so good, and I was like, okay, this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
We
you-
tried to explain it, but it's hard to explain. You gotta
Yeah.
just see it.
Yeah. So you just have to go see that trailer right now. I'm gonna put that link on the chat right now one more time so you can go see it right now. We have some like wrestling questions coming in.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh.
I'm like this. I can't see with
This-
my glasses.
Just
Okay.
commit.
This
Just
is
commit,
like,
girl. These
you
are
know,
right here.
This is like a
This is so awesome.
this is a question you'll get all the time when you go to signing.
Okay.
By Mason Moore, if they could face any woman on the main roster in WWE,
Okay.
who would it be? Choose one.
Okay, so I hate this choose one, although I do have a definitive answer. I was working in production in like through the end of 2016. So
Yeah.
with most of the current roster, even if some of them at that time were in NXT.
Okay.
So I'm pretty familiar with them, and there's more than one, of course,
Yeah.
that I would love to. There's so many talented
many.
people there. But if I had to pick just one, did they specify? Could it?
No, just main roster.
No, but did they specify? They said one opponent though. They did specify one, right? I want to be accurate with Mason's question.
Any women. So I guess not one.
I feel like it's fair
Oh.
because I do feel like it's a cop out if you're like, okay, so 4 corners match. Unless we're in an old school TNA ring, then we can do more corners. And but no, I would if it's one person, I would say Becky. And then I would have also said this way before she was the man.
Okay.
I've always had a soft spot for her. We're very close, and I would love to be in the ring with her. I think it would just be fun.
That would be great. Yeah. What about you, Gail?
Just one. Don't
Just
cop out.
one?
Just one.
Just one.
I don't want to pick just one.
I know.
Honestly,
I know.
there are at least 5.
I know.
But
It's not the question, Gail.
there's
What
at
was
least
your
5.
answer?
Mason,
What
if
was
you
your
want to
answer?
submit your question again with which 5, then Gail
Hers
got
was Becky,
that loaded.
Becky.
But this question is for one.
Okay, if I really don't want to choose just one, but if I was, just because she's freaking awesome and Asian, right?
Which one?
And Io.
Io Shirai.
Yeah, Io.
That's really good.
For
Yeah.
sure, because I mean, just from even people who work with her, they're like, she's not only the best female wrestler, she's the best wrestler, period. So I'm like, you know me.
I want to see that.
I'm just all about making magic. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Is having the best match.
What about you, Christy?
I'm going to say 100% as I was listening to them put this little scenario together.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting right here watching both of those matches. Okay? That's not the question. Nope, I'm not involved. I'm watching those matches.
Okay.
And after you watch the match, when you're like gearing up, who's in your ring? Who's your opponent?
Oh, it already
Tough
hurts.
But you know your finisher in TNA.
Yeah.
You know who's using that right now
Yeah.
in the indie scene?
I do.
You do
Who?
know.
It's can't.
Her name's Candy Lee.
Oh.
She's
Yeah.
She uses your finisher, and
Yeah.
it's really. I have to show it to you.
Someone
Yeah.
just showed it to me literally weeks ago.
She just she loves it.
Yeah.
So I'll have to show it to you. You'll.
I wanna
you'll
see.
I
love
feel
it.
like she jumps though, right?
Yeah, she does.
jumps.
Yeah.
Jumps.
She took it to the next level.
Yeah.
She'll come off the second with it.
Yeah.
She'll
Okay.
come off the second
You do it
turn
second.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, she-
Oh.
That's what she does. That's what I was like.
Next level.
Can we
Okay,
see
it's
that?
next
I want
level.
to see it.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see if we can find Candy.
Got to keep our eye on her.
Okay, so I know
We're
this.
looking
I
at
feel
our
like
social
this
media
is
at the
like
same
when you're
time.
at dinner with somebody and you came to interact with them, and then there's like, that's great. But there's a little thing called Kickstarter happening right now.
I'm seriously.
We just want to
I'm
see.
doing the multitasking right now.
Oh, we know Chris. Hi, Chris. I know you're watching from the UK. I'm giving you a special shout out.
Nice.
Because he does make it to like every pay-per-view in the United States.
Okay, so Candy.
there.
Okay,
There
so
we go.
Candy Lee is right here. Christy.
Yes.
Okay, so that's Candy.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
Oh my God, you were there.
She's
So
explaining.
she's explaining it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is so next level.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I love
hilarious.
it. What does she call it?
She call it.
Some sort of candy thing. Everything is like
split
sweet.
ends.
Split ends.
Like
Okay.
like a
Yeah,
hair.
split
end,
ends,
yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
What was FFG? Was it FFG?
Can we keep that off of this?
Oh, yeah.
That was actually Mike Tenay that named it.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
But that's not, he named it from the meaning of it? Like that I know?
We were in. Yes.
No, okay,
we
you
were
said
in-
we don't want to talk about it, but you're talking about
I
it.
know.
You can't talk in
It's the-
code.
yeah,
You either
yeah.
have to move on,
That's
or
that.
you can't be like,
Well,
could you just hold there, please? It's like whispering at the dinner table. This is a dinner table, guys. We've already established that.
I have,
looking a little
I have
bit.
another question.
Okay.
From Jordan. Gail Kim, how did you feel to take that powerful DDT from Lita at Bad Blood 2004?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
That's how hard it was.
I will say, every time I took the DDT from Lita, I was like, oh man, I made it look like crap. That's what I felt like.
Well, there's two ways to take. You do a flat way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't
I
mind
think-
the flat way,
yeah.
but and then
No,
like some
I
people.
flipped over.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Molly Holly would flip over too. So people, I don't know.
She's
just
better
depends.
than me though. She's
Stop.
great. She was like the girl that I was like, yeah.
What's happening?
Everyone loves her. Oh, we're at 11,000. I'm like, you guys, I'm sweating so bad. I'm like, I've never been more.
How did it go that high in one freaking?
I don't know.
moment?
I don't know. I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't even know if this is real, honestly.
This is all happening. This is really cool.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
We've been planning
So
this for
are
so
people just more
long.
commenting and not asking questions? Because we can ask. I mean, we can tell them.
So it's 7:15. I think it's our
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people.
Oh, here's a question here from Michael. You know.
Oh
Michael.
yeah,
You know Michael.
yeah.
Oh, are you gonna?
We're
Go ahead, Gail.
We're getting questions from Twitter too. Hashtag this is KAYfABE.
Yeah. Yeah. If you hashtag this is KAYfABE, we'll answer.
We'll see your question.
Yeah. What were your first impressions of each other?
That's a good one.
Oh, you want that as a segment, don't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's your segment
He
though.
really-
Oh,
Say, you know
okay.
what? We'll put it up on our YouTube in
Yeah.
the very near future.
Because he proposed doing that, and
Yeah.
all of us, I think, have really
Yeah.
strong stories.
Yeah.
For
And it would
each
take
other.
it would take some time.
It would take a lot of time,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It is
it's good.
okay.
Like
I'm
it's
excited.
really
good.
juicy.
Yeah.
Really
You know
worried
I like
about
some
this.
juicy.
Because
Yeah.
she told me hers for you, and I was like, "Ooh, you don't tell her that ahead of time."
I know. I
You
was saying
say
a
that.
little bit to her the other day, and I was like, you know what? We're doing this for content, so we better.
Oh my god! We're at 21
Oh
I don't even know what to do right now. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
It's like I'm losing
You know what?
hearing
You
right
shouldn't have
now.
sat next to
Okay.
crying.
Let's start this session. Are we ready for
Okay,
it?
I'm like crying right now.
Christy?
I'm
wanna be
such a
in here.
baby, and so I'm.
and I'm not that emotional, and I'm.
Well, we're gonna see Gail cry tonight.
Oh, we are?
That's our goal. Okay, so let's make Gail cry.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe
Yeah,
it.
make me cry. Come on, make me cry from emotion, please.
Oh, I'm so
I beg you.
easy.
Did the logins change for the Kickstarter?
No.
So everyone at Ring the Bell, we are right now broadcasting on both channels, but after the first hour, we're gonna all move to KAYfABE channel, so you can start moving there. But yeah, let's start. Let's start.
A lot of people are asking, like, who would we wrestle? But we kind of answered that. I mean, we can.
We did.
Yeah.
Except for Christy.
Well, this one was not just WWE. That's why. But that's okay.
Oh
Let's,
yeah.
Let's go on to
Okay,
another
there. You
question.
got it.
Alonzo, I'm officially deaf because of Christy's.
I know. I'm sorry, you guys. But that was like crazy.
That's hilarious.
Oh, important question. A lot of people were asking about Nyla Rose
Yes.
winning the AEW World Women's Championship.
Love it. I love it.
What do we think? Yeah.
I love her.
I love her.
it. I love her attitude, her
Yeah.
spunk.
Oh my
like,
God.
oh my gosh.
Did
like,
you see that video?
Yes,
of her,
I
like,
just saw it on
dragging
Twitter.
an
Yes.
interviewer?
Oh yeah.
She was nice to me though.
She's a badass full package.
Yeah.
She's got the full package.
Yeah.
She
I'm
really does.
I'm so into that.
I was scared just watching that video, so if she
Yeah.
did that to me,
Yeah.
I would have just peed right there.
Yeah,
But-
it just shocks me that, honestly, in this day and age, that it's still really a problem or an issue or
Are you talking
A
about
topic?
Are you talking about KAYfABE?
no,
Oh.
Nyla. So,
Oh, yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know, I think she's awesome and
Yeah.
she's great for the division.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about her. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a trans woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that even a problem?
I don't know. I mean, it's shocking to me,
Yeah.
honestly.
But I like that they're leading the charge.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
I mean, I think that's the thing. Even with us, it's like these conversations are starting to be had. We're starting to see this. Starting to see more trans women wrestlers,
Yeah.
and so while yes, there is some pushback, we're also getting a lot of people to either just accept it or make it like I've always said the same with just women when they're like, what is next for you guys? I'm like, I just want it to not be an issue, like gender, sexual orientation, like just go out there and do your thing, and like
to
I
me
love
that,
watching
and
it.
that's what this whole thing is
Yeah.
it's having the conversation.
Yeah.
We're continuing to have these conversations, and same with that, and what's happening in the world, what we're putting on this show. It's like,
I mean, but mainly, I feel like, from my point of view, because we all have like different. I mean,
Yeah.
there's many reasons why, but I feel like this is the first time that we're gonna tell stories through a woman's lens.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, with the help with men, but we're leading the charge, and it's never been done before. And
Yeah.
you know, even though there's been steps in women's wrestling, but it's never really been from a woman's voice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
it's not been from that point of view.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
or
So-
in women's terms.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
been what men have the opportunities they've allowed women to have
Yes.
through their lens.
Yeah.
And this is through our lens.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think we're talking about it. We're
Yeah.
getting to that main course area.
Yeah.
So
The main
so let's get right to the point. What
Okay.
is kayfabe?
Did they not just see you?
They saw it. Well, tell us a little bit about kayfabe.
KAYfABE is a female professional wrestling show.
Yes.
The difference is that it's telling different kinds of stories. So it's traditional in-ring action with stories that are more about what it takes for a woman behind the scenes to get to where she's going, the things that she's fighting for in life, and truly, and we know this. Professional wrestling is a microcosm of the world.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these things, a lot of these conversations that are happening in the world, we want to have them in wrestling. We want to like push the envelope and talk about these things and show things from a totally different perspective, from a woman's perspective.
Yeah, and more real-based storylines that are inspired from many people.
And not,
we have
not
decades of experience
Yeah,
to
decades.
pull from to make storylines for.
We have
for
endless
kayfabe.
amount of storylines. To be honest. I'm like, what about this story and what about that story? And
Got it,
just
yeah.
everything really that you might even hear about on social media about other wrestlers. Yeah, that's a real life inspired story, you know.
Wow.
And we also want to make the stories like just compelling and fun to watch, so that you're not getting beat over the head with the societal change that yes does need to happen, but we want to make it in a palatable way for you to just sit and think and not shoving anything down anyone's throat.
Yeah.
It's like
And
take
enjoy
it
it.
in,
It's still an
and then
an entertainment show.
badass
Yeah.
wrestling that you already
Yes.
love, but just maybe with a new take on the storyline.
Yeah, I mean, Amy and Gail and Christy, you all been very outspoken about social issues. I mean, you've had
I have not been outspoken. Social anything.
you've had Times Up on your Royal
Yeah.
Rumble gear, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Gail, you've always been very outspoken about politics.
Yeah.
So why is this important to you? Like talking about these issues through this show, kayfabe.
I mean, it's so great to have it like we're at the helm. So it is the opportunities and the conversations that we want to have, that other women on the show want to have, but without being under the thumb of the patriarchy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's us. It's us going, tell us how you feel. Like we want to show you what it's like through our eyes. And I just think it's a really important conversation to have in order to be able to progress, to have like real true progression, because it does take a while. It doesn't happen overnight, you know?
Yeah.
And so to just kind of ease into progressing to that next phase while having a really gritty, fun, cinematic, edgy, like cool show to watch that
Yeah.
you look forward to. You're not like, oh, let me get beat over the head with social issues. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're woven in there because they're woven in life.
And that's
Yeah.
the reason
Yes.
why I also wanted to do it, because I'm very vocal and I think everyone knows that. And so like I really noticed, especially in our society now, it's very divided. It's just how it is in our country, and I find that it's either like supporting me or hating me, right? So now people can understand what we're saying. It's not just a statement. It's like you're watching the situation unfold and why I'm vocal about it. It's because of this reason and what led to that. So there's many reasons.
And I think it's just like nobody really progresses when they are feeling defensive or shoved in a
Yeah.
corner, or like you better, think this way or act this way or use these pronouns, or I'm going to be mad at you. It's like, look, let's just show, like as you were going back earlier to Nyla, it's like, let's show why does she choose these pronouns? Why does she feel this way? Just educate yourself into like, we're just going to leave this here. You mill about yourself on how you think. You don't have to agree, because we're not all going to agree. But you can still enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with everything that we think and believe to enjoy kayfabe.
But that's the point, that it's not just a one perspective thing. It's that we're hearing multiple voices talking about life through this show. And I think for me, even in wrestling, the things that hit me the most, the things I'm most passionate about and care the most about, are things that I feel.
Yeah.
Stories that I feel, stories that feel as close to truth as, wrestling can get, right?
Yeah.
And for us, this is a dramatization of stories that are inspired by real events, but we want people to feel things through this. And at the end of the day, that's like great storytelling.
Well, so speaking of storytelling, so Mark Irby with amazing drawing.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
As always.
A great question. Did you ladies wrote most of the stories? So let's talk about that. Where are the stories from and who writes it?
We have a team, a writing team, and we are involved in the entire process. So right now we have a pretty good story arc for where we're going. But after this Kickstarter hopefully comes through, then we will literally right away get in a room with the writing team and really flesh out what's going to be on screen.
Yeah.
But we have a pretty strong idea.
Constantly changing.
It's wrestling.
As time goes on.
And we have our vision, but we really, we wanted to choose Kickstarter to pull the fans in because it's the only industry where you get instant feedback.
Yes.
You do a new move and they shit on it and you're like, okay,
Gotta change.
clean that up or don't do it again, right? So we're welcoming comments. What do you want to see? And we're definitely going to weigh into those and use that to adjust our show and our narrative because we want this to feel like our show.
Yes.
It's really interesting.
That's why we wanted to do Kickstarter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
That was what felt
It's
like.
all made with you guys.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Yeah.
your input's gonna be in there.
Exactly.
That's what makes me really excited about
Yeah.
it. So how did this come about? You said it started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, at least for me, I've always been trying to do something with female wrestling show, something. I mean, since like 2014, 13. I remember TNA at the time, they were trying to pitch something for Vegas, and they came in with these ideas, and I was like, female wrestling show. So for me, it's been a culmination of that. And then I had kids. And I didn't know when I was pregnant with the quadruplets, I didn't know if after I had them, if I would want to pursue that anymore.
Oh yeah.
So when I got home from the hospital and I was at home and the kids were still in the NICU, Gail came to visit and we had this huge conversation and it just all kind of happened in one night.
Yeah, and it's funny because even before that conversation, years ago, I always tell her, I don't remember many things, but I do remember being at her house another time or on the phone with her, and Charlie, her husband, said, why don't you guys just run the company? Why don't you just take, and this is when I was still an active wrestler.
Okay.
And like just take over the world kind of thing. And it always like really resonated with me and stayed with me.
Yeah.
But back then it was just like, okay, whatever, like I'm a wrestler for the company and whatever. And then, that day came.
So that day came and it really was the seed of the idea.
Yeah.
By morning,
Yeah.
I had a pitch deck together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Classic
Oh
Hemme,
my.
right there.
No, legit. Like
Workhorse.
when I had like get something in my head, then I cannot until I get it out. I was by morning had a pitch deck,
Yeah.
and so then we started like really putting this together.
Yeah.
Then it was Amy and I have been talking through all these years about these various ideas that I've had, and I've always connected with what she believes in, what she stands for as a human being. She is a incredible human being. So it became a very natural fit. I knew 100% she was in alignment with us and what we wanted to do. So we got on the phone. Then it started just kind of brewing from there.
Yeah.
And then more.
It just grew.
Yeah,
and
just
of course,
kept going.
all good things take time. So we just wanted it to be right and perfect for this moment. And that's why it took some time.
Yeah. I mean, if you see that trailer.
Yeah.
We didn't just snap our fingers and make that happen.
Yeah.
In case you thought that was possible.
It looks so. It's like a movie quality product that you're coming
Yes.
up with. Yeah.
That was part of the whole thing of being different as well. And that's why, we're going to do seasons is because we want that quality and for it to be completely different and something that has never been seen before.
That takes time.
Yeah, that takes time.
That's
Yeah.
not something that can be like a live show.
Yeah.
And so we want you to be able to, like binge it, get the season,
Yeah.
feel some good satisfaction with that ending, and then do it all over again, but
Yeah.
with the same care. And, it's not sustainable to do that on a weekly show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it needs to be
very tough,
pre-production, plan, make the whole arc of where we want our characters to go for the season, bring them all on board, pile the fans in,
Yeah.
have some great matches, and then tie them into
And
our story.
We want to know, I don't know how many of the people that are live with us have actually watched the Kickstarter video.
Yeah.
We would love some feedback and
Yes.
you
That
know,
would be
your
great.
thoughts and you know what you think
Well,
of it.
we can also, I mean, we're here. Like, we're going to be on this couch. So we
Yeah.
can also, like, take a break,
Yeah.
regroup, go read your comments, because we're all trying to multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past
We
here,
are, we are.
And then
Yes,
come back
Eve,
up.
The right girls of
Oh.
wrestling.
We
Thank you.
love
We love you
them.
guys.
We love
Thank
them.
you for your support.
Yeah, for people
is
that's
so
joining in
awesome.
right now.
Also,
you-
Eve Torres, but that all was specifically
Yeah.
for Eve Wrestling.
Sorry, Eve Wrestling. Yes, in the UK.
Of course,
Yeah.
So go to the Kickstarter right now if you're like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
Go and see the trailer. You'll know
Yeah,
exactly
this is
why
awesome.
I'm so freaking speechless right here with the whole goosebump everywhere because it's so good. They're making a women's wrestling show and it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Can this be a commercial break without a commercial?
Let's do
And I
that,
can
yeah.
get some water
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
regroup.
Yes.
You know,
We're going to be right back after.
Just insert future sponsor right here.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, we're going to get a quick break and we'll come back. All right.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we're slowly gonna ease back
Yeah,
into the
all
live
right,
stream.
all right.
You know, I just want you to understand this is all just happening to us too. So
It's like Chavo.
We're looking at our team pictures.
yeah. Oh my god.
Check out the video.
yeah.
Are you gonna connect the link? Oh, you already did, right?
The link, yeah, it's all connected. You can see the video description and
yeah.
see the trailer link, so you can go to the Kickstarter and see it. But let's talk about the team members
Yeah.
for a little bit. Who do we have?
Christy,
Yes.
come over. We're live.
It's just casual. We're gonna
Just make your way.
this might turn into a mukbang, so we can start eating, or you know.
They don't know what that is.
I do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah,
I
but
knew
watch-
Amy would know. I know Christy definitely does not know. Mukbang?
No, I do not know what that is.
That's where people just eat someone. People
Eat
just,
someone.
People just
Soylent
see
Green.
someone eat something.
You know what's so
Okay.
funny?
YouTube.
Oh.
Robert always gets
And they
so,
like that or something?
Robert
Yeah,
gets
I
so
don't know why.
disgusted by it. He thinks it's so disgusting.
Really?
Because he doesn't like to hear people chew their
I know,
food, right?
but that's the best part.
I know.
Can we give
Yeah.
an update? So we're at 21,806 dollars.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep donating.
Keep donating.
Or people who
I don't want to
haven't
turn
donated-
this into an infomercial.
No,
or
no,
anything,
no.
We don't
but
want it
I'm
to
just
be like a
oh my
pledge-a-thon,
gosh, yeah.
but you know
No.
what? So when we just took a break, I saw, so of course, like the large donations are very exciting.
Yeah.
But I just saw a $1, and it made me really
Yes.
happy because I was like, that whoever that is, like they don't have a
lot of
ton of
money.
disposable
Yeah.
income, but
Yeah.
they wanted us to know that
That
they
they're there.
support us.
Yeah.
And that was like, oh, I love your
Yeah.
$1, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. So like, any little bit not only helps towards our giant goal that we need to make this happen, but also just that support means so much.
Yeah.
We're just saying this now because it's so fresh and
It is.
so exciting.
We're
and,
all sipping this
and
in.
everyone's like seeing everything for the first time and
Actually
yeah.
come alive.
Yeah,
It's alive.
it's alive.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've been filming them before we went live, and we're all like getting really sweaty
Yes.
on
Yes.
the
Oh my
palm. Yeah.
Can't drink enough water.
Wait, so who's in the team? 'Cause we've got some
We've got a
It's in the
great-
video.
Yeah,
Team.
it's
It
in
is
the
in the
video.
video,
Yeah.
so you got to see every single person that's in the team.
Yeah.
But let's talk
Let's
about the
just
people. Okay. Do you want to start?
Yep.
First person?
You got to tell about him.
You guys
because
know him, Jimmy Jacobs. He works at Impact Wrestling with me, and I think a lot of people know him as a wrestler as well.
Yeah.
He is a wrestling
He's been
genius.
wrestling forever, and literally, I've heard his name my whole career. And he said, because my memory is very bad. So when he started working with me just a couple of years ago, I was like, I don't mean to sound rude, but did we meet before? Like way because we've been wrestling for so long, and I couldn't remember really. And he's like, yeah, I think we met like at the beginning of our careers, like the indies.
Oh.
And so we never met again.
Were you masked back then?
Let's not.
Okay.
Yes. So then I worked with him at Impact, and this was as a producer, writer, and I was just blown away. And I just watch him, and I'm inspired by him, and I'm just like, and everyone loves him. They love his quirkiness. They love, but his brain.
He's just so smart.
Yeah, smart,
And
spiritual,
creative.
just everything. Just
Like an incredible human being, but
Yeah.
also just his mind for wrestling.
Genius.
Is like,
genius.
You know, like being in the business, there's people, and especially I got to see this a lot when I was working with the Hardys. You know, we were working with I was sitting among so many
Yeah.
people in the locker room,
Yeah.
not just the women, and to hear how people would put matches together and how their ideas were. It's like some people just have that mind and they like knowing how to put the car together and take it apart and stuff. And so
That's-
Jimmy is definitely one of those people. Obviously, we're those people because you don't want to make a show unless you have that thing where you're like, I want to know all angles of it, and so that's definitely like one of Jimmy's gifts is that he loves not only being in the ring, but he likes creating from the outside of the ring too.
One of
So
the
I gotta-
first people we had to have. We're like,
Yeah.
Jimmy, will you be a part of this? We're like, yes. Okay, go ahead.
So Tom Casiello, he's a writer. I have to tell the story from my perspective.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Amy has worked extensively with him, and first thing she was like, "Oh my god, we have to have Tom. We have to have Tom." I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't have any working experience with Tom. We
were like when it was like the circle was like so tight. We're like each single person. It would be like so scary to introduce a new person because like we've got really great vibes on our team, and you always want to like maintain that that energy.
You never know how it's gonna then fit in.
Yeah.
So Tom
yes.
was a WWE creative writer, and he was a big part of
The
Women's
Women's
Revolution, right? Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
a huge advocate for women.
Yeah.
He is so passionate about them. He's so passionate about the girls. Still, even I see him on all social media. He's always like talking about the girls.
Yeah.
He's so cute and so passionate.
Yeah.
So she's telling me all about it. I'm like, okay, but like, so does he have any writing samples? Let's go through his scripts. He sends all this stuff. It was brilliant. Like he is
Not wrestling writing. His
not wrestling
personal
writing. His
writing
personal writing.
stuff,
Yes, he
his
is
projects.
passionate about wrestling. He's a great writer in wrestling. But his personal stuff too, I was like, it was so rooted in truth.
Got it.
And he's such a prolific writer.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, yes, we have to have him.
Yeah, you
And-
guys bonded right away.
Right away. And I was like, I love him. He's such a writer's writer.
Perfectly.
Perfectly.
Fits in perfectly.
And we've got Chavo Guerrero on the team. Yes.
Our boy.
It's always a party with Chavo around.
Yeah. Chavo's always been kind of one of the girls.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, he's a guy's guy, but he's also a girl's guy
Oh,
too.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's just really easy to be around
Yeah.
and so knowledgeable
Yeah.
and so fun. And he makes any set that he's on light and entertaining
Got it.
and also getting the work done.
Yeah.
So Chavo, I think he was also on Netflix Glow
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trainer, right?
Yes.
Got it,
Yes.
got it. So
And he's working on heels.
So he was training all those actresses to become wrestlers. So obviously that's a perfect fit, for him to be with the girls and work with the girls hands-on and to bring those girls to that level in that amount of time, But we're going to have the best of the best.
I'm so excited, yeah.
So we'll just bring them to that next level magic.
Right, Chavo will only need to just polish and guide us ever so slightly, as opposed to the women in Glow having never taken bumps and trying to
Yeah.
keep them safe and progress them to
But
like
if
a
you
certain
can do
level.
that,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Chavo also, which this to me is interesting with Glow because it being a period piece, had worked with their writers to make sure the moves in the ring were reminiscent of, it's like, oh no, they didn't do that move back
Okay.
then because he's very authentic, and so because he's born into the business and just knows it so well backwards and forward, his ideas are kind of limitless, and he's just very you can go to him and and he's very honest. So you can just go to him and get your opinion. He always has something to add. Like, it's just really nice knowing that we have him on our team. Yeah.
Exciting.
David Sahadi.
David Sahadi.
I've worked with him for a long time. He is a director.
Okay.
I think we all have worked with
We've
him
all-
a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
been
usually
around.
in the truck. He has literally directed over 500 primetime cable television shows. I have to just say that, primetime cable television shows. He is
Wow.
so experienced and so good at what he does. And as a person, this project, he's so passionate about it.
Got it.
He believes in it. He believes in us. He's
Always
just
been
got
excited.
such a creative mind for developing things like this and creating something new.
Yeah.
I love being around
always
him.
been-
Did David direct the trailer too?
Not the trailer.
Not the trailer.
Not the
Okay,
trailer.
got it.
He's gonna do everything in ring and when we get to the show.
So I
Okay.
work with him now, and I have
Okay.
to tell you, as a producer, it's like a dream. It's so calming, and I just know he has my back, and he's just got the instincts, right? So sometimes because I'm pretty new to producing, it's like
Yeah.
he just has my back, and I love that.
You'd asked about if Sahadi directed the trailer. So
Yeah.
we had a cinematographer, but we directed the trailer.
Oh,
So,
yeah. So in the trailer, a lot of people in the chatting were saying they see a familiar face.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we know her more by her name back in NXT, Maxine.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want and I love Maxine. And now she was in Lucha Underground.
Yes.
And then how did she end up in this project?
So my first experience with her was at Impact Wrestling when we had her part of a pay-per-view. It was like an all-women's pay-per-view. And we've watched her grow over the years, even from NXT to where she is now. She is like, I love her on screen.
The charisma.
The charisma
Yeah.
is like dripping. Like the girl is amazing on screen. She's got a lot of heart. She has a lot of passion for the business. If you ever hear her talk about it and her mentors and where she's come from and everything. So when we were developing all this, I don't want to give anything away about her character yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to leave that all to the show. But she was a really clear fit for us.
Yeah.
Got it. Wow.
Same kind of vibe, I've just always clicked with her too, because that strong woman vibe, and
Yeah.
we really needed that.
She's a badass.
Yeah, she was a badass. And so we all discussed it and we're like, yeah, that's a great fit. And it worked out. I mean, that day,
Oh,
I think
nailed
she
it.
came up
done.
early
Yeah.
in the conversation, and then we were trying to think outside the box and who else could it be, and went to a casting site, and we're just looking at all different kinds of options for the trailer, and it's like, you know what, we're overthinking this. We already know who needs to do this.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and truth be told, we had a bunch of submissions.
Yeah.
And going through them, it was just like, nope, it's Carly.
Yeah.
It's Carly.
So if you haven't yet, if you still haven't seen the trailer, I'll put the link right now. So go see the trailer right now. It's gonna blow your mind, and the NXT's Maxine is in the trailer, so you'll see. It's amazing.
Lucha Underground.
And Lucha Underground's Katrina.
Katrina.
Yes, Katrina. So I think this is the part where the indie wrestlers has to really listen.
yeah.
Okay.
So Katrina, Maxine is in this project, but how do other indie wrestlers get involved?
Ooh.
That's a big question, right? You all want to hear it, right? There's already like tons of people saying like, I want to see Alicia Fox.
my God, I love
I want to
Yeah.
see Maria.
Oh yeah, we
in
want to
there.
hear who people want
Oh,
to
yeah.
see.
Please.
Yeah.
We
So
love hearing these things.
Crystal
I mean,
Marshall is in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, we've been developing this for so long that there's been so much turnover with
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
We couldn't actually like really nail down who it's going to be because
Yeah.
the business and
Yeah.
the nature of the business. But at this point, this is when push comes to shove and we want to see everybody.
Yes.
We want to see some new faces, some maybe established faces, some fan favorites. I mean, we're looking all over the place too, you know. And I'm always kind of
Yeah, Gail's
She's
always
always
going
in
to
there.
training sessions,
Yeah.
and we're like, who was there? Who'd
Yeah,
you see?
yeah.
What'd you like? You
She's
know.
in the deep dive of the indie scene.
And then we're going to Chicago.
yes,
Yeah.
And
Rise,
what's happening in
yeah.
Chicago?
We're going to Chicago.
So we're going to Rise, the seminar. Well, I know I am. Everyone else is coming, right? Yay!
We're gonna be there.
We're coming.
Kevin.
We didn't tell you yet, but we're all going to be there. And we want to scope out the talent. And, you know, for me, I love doing these seminars and going to see the indie shows because I love seeing who's out there and who the future talent is. Even if they're not ready, you see the potential.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I love too watching, and like when you're doing it on that level. Yeah, you might have goals of doing it for a career, for money, but when you're doing it right then, it's 100% driven by passion, 100% driven on your own terms, what you want to do.
Yeah.
And so you're getting the purest form of these talents
Yeah.
in their fledgling stages, and it's so cool to see what they don't even see yet. Because you're like, oh, I can see that thing once it gets really developed and massaged, and that's what we just bring a lot of joy, instilling that confidence and experience, but letting them be them, like letting them be the best version of them. That's what I loved doing as a producer, was lobbing something up to help with the match, not going, do this move here.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, be you, don't be
Yeah.
me, but figure out you, and here's some tools to help you figure out, be
Got
the
it.
best you.
Got it.
I mean, that's part of the magic of wrestling. I love that organic nature of development. And for us with the girls in the show, it's like we're going to have that, you know, greener to more established, more veteran, you know, to have that
Yeah.
and watch them grow in this environment.
Yeah. The chatting is throwing a lot of names in there. So Dean
Tell us.
Devine said Team C Stars, Kylie Ray. Kylie Ray. She's a big name
yeah.
in indie right
But we've
now.
been watching her.
I love that.
Alicia Fox,
Yeah.
she's been mentioned a lot.
Oh.
Let's see, Caitlyn. Raphael said Victoria Lisa Marie Veron. She's mentioned. Let's see, the veteran Medusa.
Oh, nice.
Alundra Blaze. Let's see.
There's a lot of goodies in here.
Iconic Foxy says Oksana. I haven't seen Oksana in a while. Theo Carson said Candy Lee, the one that does your finisher.
I love her.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
love
great.
her.
Yeah.
Eye on her.
Let's see. A lot of AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Tennille Dashwood. I mean, she's really killing it at Impact. Yeah.
She just, am I allowed to say that? She just signed a contract. I think everyone knows that.
I don't know if she said it.
Well, I just said it. She did. So she'll be there.
Daphne.
Yes.
Daphne.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
She's been out of the business, though, for a little while, right?
Yeah.
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 I haven't seen her wrestle
I
in a
haven't
while.
seen
yeah.
her in a while.
Yeah. Daphne.
This is so fun because now people are going to say what they want. And
Taryn
we
Terrell.
can go.
Taryn
Taryn
Terrell.
Terrell.
Taryn Terrell.
We love Taryn.
Yeah.
We love Taryn.
Of course
She
we
does a
love
lot of
Taryn.
stunt work too.
Yes.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. And she's
And she
very
is a
passionate.
character.
And she's passionate about this business,
Yeah.
man. Like, I know.
So
That's nice.
because we, this is like a show, and there will be a fun, heavy part of the storyline. There will be a few spots where either they can be non-wrestlers or somebody who's maybe injured and can't wrestle to still be a part of the business. There will be a few of those spots, so like we'll have to really
Because that's
handpick that,
legit.
you know?
Like
Right.
so in a
Real
locker
stories.
room, you're gonna have friends that aren't able to wrestle. That's gonna be a part of that's
So
a part
you'll
of the
see
business.
that and what that goes through mentally when all of your friends can still wrestle and
Yeah.
you can't. God,
Oh,
I
it's the
remember
worst.
that being out with my neck,
Yeah.
sitting, watching. I don't know if you remember this wrestler. It was at TNA Trinity.
Yep.
And she was
Yeah.
like
Yep.
me, basically. And then I was like, oh my God, there's, why do I don't even know if I can come back. I'm sitting on the couch. I can't move with a broken neck,
Yeah.
watching somebody like
Do your
my
dream,
stuff. And I'm
yeah.
like, oh my God, they're like, they don't even need me to come back. They already have another one. You know? And it was like devastating.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, I wanted to be like, hell yeah, you go, girl. But I was just like, oh, there's already another one. So
It's hard.
It's your
just
passion. It's
pointless.
what you want to do.
I guess I'm
It's
just
hard.
done. You know?
That's when Christy called you as a teacher.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a storyline. The whole
I
storyline.
forgot until we were tagged in something, and like I'm on crutches. I think this was actually during another
Yeah.
injury, but yeah,
But see,
they're
that
like,
helped keep you in the story. So
yeah,
Yeah, it was
And
like
at that point, I was like, "Can I just go to my knee rehab?" They're like, "Nope, we need you out here. Carter over. Come on down."
I was like, I didn't know Hugh Hefner trains people, and
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
I don't
That's
even
like-
remember this.
really,
Oh, hardly.
I know. We'll show you
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch a match that I'm in, and at the end of the match, I'm just like, "Nope,
I keep on
don't
seeing that
remember
gif
it."
of you getting scared by real Lisa Marie.
when she hit
oh
me
yeah,
with
what
the
is
base.
that?
When
The
she
vase
turned
with the blood?
turned around and her face looked all like crazy, and
It's
you
in,
went, ah!
it's in TNA. What
Oh, it's
was
from
that?
TNA, yeah.
Right?
I keep on
Lisa?
seeing it.
I
I've
keep
seen
on
it like
seeing
a
it.
million times. GIF.
A GIF.
Oh,
So
Jif.
listen to this. I gotta tell this story.
Or GIF.
I always thought it was a gift too. I think almost
Wait,
a
a
lot
gift or a gift?
of gift.
GIF.
GIF,
Yes,
but
yes,
it's
yes.
GIF.
Okay.
So Jordan Grace, who's in our locker room, she's like, blah blah blah, GIF, and we go, it's
I love
GIF.
Jordan Grace too.
We're like,
by the
yeah,
way.
we're like GIF. She's like, no, it's GIF. We're like, I need to Google this. And then so I go to look, and I'm like, you're right. She's like, everyone thinks because the person who created it,
Yeah.
his last name was like GIF or GIF. It's
His
short form
last
of
name,
GIF.
really?
So it's pronounced with like a J.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Yeah.
but then we took it over and turned it into a gift.
GIF.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then
Okay.
we'll come back with a little fun segment. I mean, it's going to be a 3-hour segment. We're going to watch Raw.
Oh yeah!
We're going to watch Raw with all of you. And we're
Okay.
just going to, like, have
This
fun
is
watching
gonna
it.
be
Yeah.
Do we-
Well, yeah, we'll go up, but before you join back with us, if you haven't gone over to our Kickstarter, watch that so you're caught up to speed. And even $1 helps us to make us a little bit closer to our goal. We really want to make this project, and we can't make it without you guys.
Yes.
And we love you. We're getting we have our notifications turned
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
We see every single dollar that's going into the account, and we thank you so much. So before you meet back up with us, please go and donate first.
We'll be right back.
Oh my God, you're so good, Amy.